Hello, my name is Nagustia. My name is 33220081. My class is 3360807. And now I want to answer the project to applied linguistics. Solve the cases study. Problem 1 is Mr. Thompson should focus on the following three linguistic features to identify bias in news reporting. First, lexical choices or word choice. First, words have connotation is positive or negative meanings. Second, used to influence emotion and opinion. Example, freedom fighter versus terrorist. And second, regime versus government. The impact is framing people or events positively or negatively, shaping public perception through loaded vocabulary. The second, grammatically voice or active versus passive. Active voice clearly shows who is responsible for an action. Passive voice often hides who did something, especially in negative context. Example, the first active, the police shot the protester. Passive is the protester was shot, or no actor mentioned. The impact is passive voice heads to the actor reduce accountability. Second, use to protect certain groups or shift blame. The three, framing or perception. Framing is how information is organized to highlight certain aspects and downplay others. Presupposition involve assumption that the writer treats a fact without explicitly stating them. Example of framing is despite effort, protesters caused disruption. Example of presupposition, the mayor failed to prevent the chaos. It happened and the mayor was responsible. The impact is this help now readers interpret events and influence their judgment. And conclusion is lexical choices that carry emotional weight. Second, grammatical voice that clarifies or hides responsibility. And framing and presupposition that get interpretation. These linguistic tools influence how audiences understand, interpret, and react to news content. And the second problem, solve all case study, and the government can promote the use and preservation of indigenous languages through education by implementing the following strategies. Is integrate indigenous languages into the curriculum. The strategy first is teach indigenous languages as formal subject. The second, use indigenous languages as the medium of instruction in early grades. The impact is strengthens cultural identity and pride. The second, encourages bilingualism and better communication skill and helps prevent the loss of indigenous languages. The second is train and employ indigenous language. The second is train and employ indigenous language teachers. The strategy is first, develop special training programs for indigenous language teachers. Second, recruit native speakers as educators. The impact is the first, improve the quality of language teaching. The second, build local skills and pride in the language. The three, raises the status of indigenous languages. 3. Develop learning materials and indigenous languages. Strategy first is create textbooks, storybooks, and multimedia content in indigenous language. The impact support literacy and learning in mother tongues. First, makes indigenous languages relevant in modern context and increases everyday use and exposure. Number 4, encourage community-based language education. The strategy first is support local language centers, cultural activities, and oral tradition classes. The impact is number 1, strengthens passing languages from older to younger generation. Number 2, preserves oral cultural heritage. And 3, involve the community actively in language preservation. Number 5, establish strong national language policies. Strategy number 1 is include indigenous languages in national education policies. Number 2, provide funding and support for research and development. The impact is number 1, ensures long-term support for indigenous languages. Number 2, promotes equality among all languages. Number 3, fosters national unity through respect for cultural diversity. And conclusion is the government can protect indigenous language by including them in school curricula. Number 2, training qualified teachers. Number 3, providing learning materials. Number 4, engaging communities. Number 5, supporting effective policies. This balanced approach supports both diversity and national unity through education. And this is my presentation. Thank you.